I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning and thought, you know what? When I get up in 3, 4 hours' time, I'm going to make sure I get things done. And I visioned all the things I was going to do so that when I got up, I did them. I knew it was bin day, so I was like, right, get out there. But the fox had already beat me to it and was like pulling out all the cardboard and leaving its mark. You could smell it. It wasn't very pleasant. But I thought I'd drag all these around the front so I can get that done as soon as possible and wait for them to come and pick them up. Because you know what? The second they pick those up, I'm feeling them. Yes, how is everyone? I hope you're all well. I hope you're all good. What's going on with the weather? Can we just have a little moment to wonder what on earth? Why is it getting colder? I feel like we're heading to autumn. I don't like it. We're supposed to be heading summer. Warm is what we want. We want warmth. So this package just arrived. It is part of a desk that I'm going to be not dismantling, building. Yes, with Jensons in just a bit in this video. And I'm taking all the packaging out quickly because I thought they can take that as well. Take it. Take my wastage, people. Yes, and then I'm taking the tabletop upstairs because that's where it's going to go and have a bit of a clean up. Today is not a pressure on myself. I'm just going to do all the things that I want to do and not what I feel like I have to do. Do you know what I mean? Does anyone else do this? You know you've got to do this, that and the other. But my problem is I've made a dumping ground in the front room, which I just keep adding to. I add to it. And I'm like, that's fine. Because I know that pile's mine. Therefore, it's acceptable for me to add to it, but not deal with it. But it's not. Because no one wants to come into the front room and be like, what is all this junk here? What is all this junk? And then they're going, oh, where's all the towels? And it's in my junk pile. If you want a towel, rummage through my junk pile because that's where I've been dumping it. Do I have shame? Yes, I do. Look at it. It looks like a flipping downstairs of a charity shop in this room right now. I've got laundry all over the place. I've got bits all over the place, which I'm like, do we need this? Do we need it? Maybe we do. I'll leave it in the junk pile. But I'm on it today because even I'm at a point now where I can't stand it. So I'm like, yeah, we need to start reining this in. I need to start reining this in. And I need to start clearing it all up. I've been slacking. I will say that. One, been trying to find myself, As I've said before, I've been trying to find my inner calm, my peace, my happiness. And at the same time, I've been sorting out and getting everything prepared and prepped and everything for homeschooling Jensons. So it's kind of been like a bit hectic. And my priorities have not been really focused on maintaining a perfect home. If I was to do a video of transformation, clean up transformation of my home, looks like this and now it looks like this, no open hell. I don't think I could ever reach that. There'll always be some kind of chaos. It will never be like I can go into a room and completely I used to be able to. I don't know what's happened to me. Gabrielle, have a word with yourself. Yes, I mean I'll get there one day, but right now that's not going to happen. So if you're expecting to see like a before and after of chaos and mess to clean, tidy perfection, everything smelling nice of a candle lit in the corner, it's not going to happen because I don't have time for that. As long as I can maintain some kind of standard and get rid of my junk piles. Yeah, I need to train myself to stop having junk piles. And, I can get it all done by the time the kids come out of school and I can start cooking them dinner and then, spending time with them. Then all is well. I really do not need to stress anymore. But I do want to give these sofas a good hoover over and whatnot because they're just looking a bit like uninviting. And for starters, they're just, one's now in the wrong place. So yeah, but we're just rolling with it. That's what we're doing. We're just rolling with it. I'm struggling to get through the days. When it's like, you have all these ideas like, oh, gotta go do this, gotta go do that. And then before you know it, you've neglected everything and you don't want to be in your house anymore because you've neglected it so much that the outside world is just so much more appealing. But you've already done so much of the outside world, hence why you've neglected your house. And you're just like, oh, I can't. I just can't. Spraying over the sofas with Febreze and making it smell a bit nicer, Getting nice and fresh. Yeah, had a little moment the other day. I haven't even shared this with you. Had a funny little moment the other day. Actually, it wasn't funny. It was funny at first because I was like, it's just hair. I don't care. It's just hair. But, did I have a panic moment? So basically, I bleached my head. And I was like, this is fine. I'll bleach it. It's all good. We can go like a golden blonde. I bleached it. And the roots went orange and the ends went yellow. So I was like, it's fine. I can correct this. I mean, it was bordering on chewing gum on the ends. So I thought this is a bit weird because, it hasn't had that much dye on it. But anyway, we rolled with it. I bleached just the orange on my head. But somehow the ends went white, which, fair enough. And the roots stayed bright orange. And I was like, oh, okay. This is not good. I wasn't concerned about the colour so much. It was the condition. Holy shamoles. Now, if you suffer with like dry hair and it just is not in a very good condition due to dyeing, not necessarily bleach, but this will work for bleach, let me tell you, because I'm walking proof of it. My little beacon head. Basically, the ends went like mush, and if you just even held it in your hand, it would literally crumble into your fingers. It was like disgusting chewing gum left on the floor on a hot sunny day. It's now got stuck to your shoe. That's what the ends of my hair was like. I was like, brilliant. Gotta go back to square one. I'm going back 14, 15, 16 weeks, whatever it is now, to me having a buzz cut because I damaged it so bad. I was just sat there in the mirror like, oh, what have I done? What have I done? Anyway, I was in Sainsbury's, as I always am, and with a wig on, I'll add. I had a wig on at such point in my life, and I saw this stuff for your hair, and it's for your body and your face as well, as long as you don't get it in your eyes, but it's called Nature Spell, and it is rosemary oil in a little glass bottle. It's in the hair section, and I was like, I'm taking you home, sunshine. I actually said it to the bottle while I was in there. I looked at it, people in the aisle, and I just looked at it and I went, I'm taking you home. Put it in my basket, and home I went anyway. I've now resorted to, I say resorted, it's actually quite nice. I say it like it's a bad thing, but it's not. I have now taken to wearing a silky satiny scarf on my head at night, which I also bought from Sainsbury's for £8 or £9. And I wrap it around my hair at night, and that's how I sleep every night. And my hair is in an intact state come the morning, because when you've got a pixie cut, and if your hair is quite dry and it's thick, it's not easy just to style back down. So basically, I wear this on my head. All is fine. Well, I put the rosemary oil on my head after I put on a frosted chestnut, which made me come out this colour, and woke up in the morning, it's all gone. Not my hair, the problem, it's gone. Like, it's all gone back to a nice condition. I don't have any snapping, I don't have any mushiness, I have no bubbling, I've got no chewing gum. What is going on? I mean, I'm grateful for it. So from now on, every now and again, I'm going to slap it on my head and put my silky scarf on and go to bed. Wake up in the morning, magnified. My hair actually feels really, really nice. It's like silky soft. Oh, yes. I had to feel my head as I was saying it, for the right texture. Yes, anyway, we've got wind and it's cold and I just don't like it. 1 minute the sun's coming out and I'm like, oh, it's a bit toasty now, isn't it? Especially when you get in the car, it's like a greenhouse. And then the next minute I'm getting in the car, freezing cold, jumping in my seat going, oh my God, cracks are heating up. Why is it so cold? So a lot of you know that I've done collaborations in the past, and when this opportunity came along, I thought I have to do this for my son, Jensen. This is a beautiful desk by FlexiSpot, and it's super, super heavy. So I do advise that if you've got this coming, please make sure you've got someone with you who can help you lift it, because it's insanely heavy. But it's so strong, such good quality. You're going to see it in a moment. Me and Jensen built this together, and I have to say, Jensen was the brains in this outfit. He knew so much more than I did. You know that I don't follow instructions very well, but the instructions are simple. It's just me. But this desk has, so the base of it, you choose what top you want. You can choose different colours, different wood tops, and you choose your sizing. So once you've got your base, you can either have it in white or you can have it in black. You then go ahead to choose the tabletop itself. We've got maple, and the base is white. Now this base is so good because it has you have this electrical device on the side. Again, I'm not very good with describing things, but I'll do my best. You have a little electrical pad on the desk itself that you attach to the tabletop, and when you press the buttons, Jensen will give you a full demonstration at the end of this clip. You press the buttons and it makes the desk go up and down, so it can be at the level that you need at that moment in time. And it also has memory, so you can memorize what level you want it to be at, and it will stay there. It's absolutely amazing. And to see Jensen so happy at the end once we've built it, which you will see as well, it's just, oh, I'm so pleased I went ahead with this. I got stuck a few times and Jensen was very quick to help correct things and get things back in order. He's amazing for that. Like, he's so good. He's also learning at the same time, because as I've said previously, we are now home educating Jensen, and the fact that he is able to take control and organise things, put things right when they've gone wrong, and still keep his cool was really impressive to see today. So he did the screws as well as using the electric screwdriver, and very proud indeed. This desk is so handy for him because it's really sturdy, it holds a really good weight. Please check out their website. I will link all this down below, because such a wonderful company, and the lady that I've been dealing with is called Jane, and she has been so nice, so helpful, and just there if I need any help whatsoever. There is also a cable wire cover that goes underneath your desk, which you can have as optional, but it has like a magnetic clip to it, so it just sits nicely under your desk and keeps all your wires away, nice and safe, especially for children. But I am going to hand you over to Jensen now, because he's going to show you and demonstrate how his desk all works. And yeah, we've made a bit of a mess, but just ignore that for the moment.
Go. Should I go to the top, max? Doing something, I can lower it. Because I've been actually looking at my desk being like, oh, I need to lower it, but I can't. Yeah. This is actually perfect. This is child lock. So if you have child lock, you can't. Oh, I don't know. Up, down. Do you want to go again?
You can do.
I love this. I like doing my work, you know, and then you can, if you really want, gosh, it can go high. Eating my lunch on it, imagine.
I know.
And then if I go up, if I press one, automatically goes to 1.
Ah, that's cool. Good.
And if
so it's got memory on it.
That's cool. What is M? I think yeah, M's memory. LED. Oh, that's that. Yeah. What's the seat? Oh, so if you want it, the standing desk.
Pause this video now so you can scan these barcodes, or you can click the link down below, but make sure you take advantage of the brand month sale. You can get up to 50% off. It's so worth doing, such good quality. Go grab yourself a bargain. So once that was built, I went downstairs and I started doing my cleaning and my dusting and all that, while I left Jensen to set up his desk and do all the things he wants to do with it. And he was putting like fairy lights and stuff around his desk and making it all nice. And I don't know if anyone noticed in that clip, but while we were removing furniture and making an absolute mess in his room to try and get the desk in and, you know, get rid of old furniture for new stuff and whatnot, his plug socket got knocked off the wall. It's hanging off. So I tried fixing it. I was like, oh no. So waiting currently for the electrician bloke to come around and fix it back to the wall, because, yeah, can't be having that hanging out underneath his desk like that. Oh, and the dust. Don't even get me started on the flipping dust. The dust is doing my head in. Anyway, look at it. You can see it coming off, which is quite satisfying, but who wants that in the house? It's just people's skin. Rubber suits. Rubber suits is what everyone's going to be wearing soon. People are going to come up to me and say, Gabrielle, why are your children going around looking like condoms? You know why? Because they're going to wear rubber suits 24/7 with those swim hats on their heads because of the dust, shedding their skin like lizards. Yes, anyway, I decided I was going to try and build these little shelves that I got from Shein. And I was like, right, I'm going to build these and then I'm going to get them on the wall. Anyway, I got so far and realised I can't find the screws that I needed. I've got some of the screws, but not all of them. So I was like, I'll come back to that later once I've got the screws. But I felt like, you know, look at me go getting all my jobs done in one day. One day. I did. I was supposed to be taking Jensen to the park, and the rain clouds have come over. So here I am sat doing my voiceover. But we will go to the park. I'm just, you know, having a moment. Anyway, it's the next day. And I thought I'll quickly give the kitchen a clean over before I go down and get bits from Sainsbury's and whatnot. Because that's where I live, you know. I mean, oh, I should upload a picture, shouldn't I? Should upload a picture of the orange hair. Let me do it. I'm going to do it right now. Hold on 1 sec. I've just looked and I don't have one. Wanted you to see it. Yes, there was like a bowl of noodles or something. And I remember one of the boys saying, "Oh look," no, it was grated cheese. I was grating cheese to put on top of the jacket potatoes. And my eldest came out and said, "Oh look, it's your hair." And I was like, I know. It was like I had a Sainsbury's carry bag on my head with a load of grated cheese sticking out. That's what it looked like. If you can picture that on my head, which I bet you can, that is exactly 100% how I looked. I'm just checking out all the vegetables that have gone a bit rotten. Mank. You know when a carrot goes like really shiny? Like it's almost like, it's hard to describe. Gooey. Yeah. It sticks to the bag. Wet carrot. Chucking those in there and clearing up the kitchen. I've been told I should watch From. So my nephew's other half was talking to me about it. I went round there the other day and she was like, give it a go. It's actually really good. And then my nephew was telling me as well about what it's like and stuff. And I was like, oh, this sounds like something me and Alex would love. So as much as I want to put it on right now, I'm going to wait for Alex to be out of school so we can sit and watch it together. I went to watch it last night and it was like, oh, he's got cadets. Yes. But has anyone else watched it? From. It's just called From. I don't know if it's any good. Is it any good? I don't know, but I'm going to give it a go. What was the other thing I want to watch? Oh, Eurovision. I'm a sucker for you. I don't watch all the build-ups and all that. I just watch the night. Just that one night. Is it the final? Whatever it is. That's all I watch. And I love it. You've got to get the munch in. And you sit there and we all just laugh. It's so funny. So funny. Yeah, so I do look forward to that. Get the old munch in. Got some of these popcorn little popcorn holder tubs things, whatever you want to call it. They're in B&M. And I think they were £2 for a pack of 4 or £1.50 for a pack of 4 in different colours. So we've got green ones and we've got these orangey type ones. Yes, chuck the treats in there, pick a mix sweets and all that. Another little dumping ground is this bit right here. This is where everything gets dumped. And I always say when I've cleared it, not doing that again. Make sure if anything needs to go in the dishwasher, put it straight in the dishwasher. If it needs hand washing, put it straight in the sink and get it hand washed. No messing about. And what happens after about 3 days? Dumping ground all over again. It's ridiculous, but it happens. And I just can't keep on top of it all. Not all the time. And who wants to? Do I want to look back in 10 years' time and go, yes, I really kept my sink area clean. I can die proud. No! Oh God, I'm 41. I'm 41 this weekend. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. I'm going to leave you now with Jensons' bedroom area. Look how cosy it is. Look, he's done all this himself. Yeah, he's just setting up his little bit. So next week we're going to go and get shelving and all that, finish his room, get it all nice and cosy and maybe look at some paint and whatnot. And yeah, it's coming along nicely. Thank you all so much for watching. Links will be down below and thank you, and I'll see you in my next one.